Nearly 100 veterans from Kentucky and Indiana will fly to Washington, D.C. tomorrow morning. WDRB's Katrina Nickel introduces us to a World War II veteran who will finally get to see the memorial dedicated to his service.
When you get old, you lose everything.
More than 80 years ago,
I joined the Marines in 1942, right out of high school.
Richard Kolodey's life
I was only 17, and my parents had to sign for me before I could get in the Marine Corps.
looked a little different.
I've had the radio shot out in front of me by Jap Zero one time. I was just lucky I didn't get hit.
Part of the 1st Marine Aircraft
I've had the
Wing,
radio
this World
shot
War
out
II
in front of me.
veteran
I've never met
spent
him. He
months
talked to me
flying
on the
all
phone
around the
night before that.
Pacific.
Well, the war was on, and I figured they'd draft me sooner or later. And I
Now 98 years young, Kolodey hopped in the car and drove to Louisville from western Kentucky. He'll join other World War II, Korean, and Vietnam veterans
Where were you now? Vietnam?
on Honor Flight Bluegrass.
I could have gone in Evansville, Indiana, but they used to have it on Saturday. And I didn't want to fly on Saturday because I wanted to go to church on Sunday.
The Honor Flight flies veterans to D.C. for one day at no cost to them to see the memorials for the wars they served.
I've seen some of this stuff on TV, but everybody tells me it's a lot bigger and nicer than it is on TV. So I'm anxious to see some of it.
Often, it is an emotional trip for veterans who reflect and remember their time of service.
I mean, I went for 60 years, probably, or more, and never talked about it. Nobody even knew I was in the Marine Corps.
While Kolodey has acknowledged his time of service more recently and more often,
Now I just lucky to go to air shows and stuff.
I'm in the country.
the chance to travel to D.C. with other veterans is something Kolodey doesn't have many words for.
It's going to be an honor, a real honor, be an honor.
In Louisville with photojournalist Darius Bowie, Katrina Nickel, WDRB News.